Welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. Today I am going to make chicken bone broth. Now, we cooked turkey for Thanksgiving. We cooked turkeys for Christmas. What do you do with the leftovers? What do you do with the carcass? What do you do with those leftover crudités, the celery, the carrots, the onions, right? Sometimes mushrooms. Well, you guys, we can make bone broth. Now, I don't have a turkey right here, but I'm telling you, last year I made turkey bone broth and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good for you too.
Yes, it is. What I do is we save all of our chicken parts, including the little end wings, the little skinny end wing of when we buy chicken wings to cook. So I have a bag in my freezer. I put juice in here. I put pieces of skin, whatever I can find from a turkey when I do rotisserie turkey or bones. So I put those in here and then I have them for when I want to make bone broth. I've got 2 bags. This one I fell out of the freezer and I thought, well, you know what? I need to transplant it because it broke. So I thought what better thing to do is than to just use the chicken bones, chicken carcass. Now you want to be careful because there is a limit to this. I want to make sure, and it'll go down. So I put down my chicken. Now you could do this with any of your meats, you guys. We usually have a fowl chicken bag and a beef bone bag. We usually do that. So here's what I've done. Leftover crudité, leftover pieces of celery, right? Just throw them in. You don't have to chop them. You don't have to make anything pretty because these are just adding flavor to your broth. Some people just want to make plain bone broth, salt and pepper, and that's it. Not me. I want this to taste like delicious soup when it comes out. So I add a little extra. That's just me. If there's anything here that I put in that you don't like, don't put it in. Right now, you could just start this, but I want to add some extra stuff. I want to add some peppercorns.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
What were you asking me? Peppercorns. I want to add some peppercorns. About a teaspoon.
I was thinking of the electric
I know
ones.
what you mean. Yeah, but I don't want pepper in there. I want big hunks.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Now, I have wild mushrooms and fungi. It's got like a whole bunch of different delicious mushrooms. I keep it dehydrated because I don't use it that often, but I love it in my bone broth, you guys. Especially this that turns to a black, delicious fungi mushroom. So I just have some, put it in. I also have dried onions because I don't keep my onions. I'm always throwing away at least half an onion all the time. So I just keep dehydrated onions around. And you can get this at Walmart online. You can get this on Amazon online. I think we have these in our Amazon store.
I don't know.
I think we do. Anyway, I've got about 2 tablespoons of onions. Just throw those in. I have some garlic, just some minced garlic. If you have garlic cloves, just throw the whole cloves in. That's all you need to do. Now, I like bay leaves. If you don't like bay leaves, don't put bay leaves in. You don't need to worry about pieces because we're straining this later. So just throw them in. It's pretty easy. It's a dump and go recipe. Now, I have my Morton poultry seasoning. Use your favorite poultry seasoning. If you don't have a pre-mixed one, I would use parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Just like the Simon and Garfunkel song. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. But I love this poultry seasoning. I also like a lot of salt. Redmond's Real Salt. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of salt. I want my broth nice and salty. You know, cold and flu season's coming. And broth, there's nothing like broth as the base for any soups. Or I'm going to use this broth that I'm making. This bone broth is going to be the base for my, instead of gravy, this is my gravy base. This is going to be my stuffing base. You know, the gravy, the wetness. I'm going to use it for all those things, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. So, that's what you put in it. Then I always buy distilled water. Distilled water is totally that. Everything is taken out of it. It is neutral, naked water. But what distilled water does, and this is why you're not supposed to drink it, it's because it searches for minerals and it can leach the minerals away from the bones. So I've got bones in there. So guess what? Guess what it's going to do? It's going to help leach the minerals and the vitamins out of the bones.
Yeah, and then
and it's going to remineralize the water.
Yeah.
So when you drink it, now I've got to look for my
line.
I got to turn it so I can see where my line is. There it is. There's the line. I go a little bit under. Here's the line. I go a little bit under the line because I don't want to over pressurize it. If you can't get distilled water, because you guys, some of the distilled water areas in the stores are totally gone, just use a good spring mineral. If you guys have your own well and it's good water, absolutely use your own well. We have city water, and we don't care for the taste of our city water, so that's why I use the distilled water, but you don't have to. Now, basically, you put it, this is not an Instant Pot, this is a power pressure cooker. Same concept. It's my hand.
There you go.
Now, make sure it's locked, and you want to pressurize this, so put your pressurizer on, you guys. I want to pressurize it. Now for me, I like cooking this for 2 hours. So I have to use, for me, the canning. And then I time adjust it to 2 hours. I went too far. 2 hours. And that's about it. It's going to pressurize. It's going to bring it up to temperature. It's going to pressurize, cook those so that all those bones, I'll show you how soft those bones are. They literally disintegrate in your hands. It cooks it that well. So we'll come back when we've got bone broth. We'll share with you how we store it and set it aside in the refrigerator for you, it could be the freezer or the refrigerator. Anyway, you guys, we'll come back when it's bone broth.
Yeah, it's really good to have if somebody gets sick in the house.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's perfect for that. That's why you can freeze it, which I think is good.
Yes.
All right.
You guys, are you a pillow girl like I am? My beds, including my guest room, has to have pretty pillows. And so I got the champagne colored silky silk pillowcases to go here, because what better way to treat your guests than to have a silk pillowcase for them to sleep on. Now you guys, also, I can come in here when I want to, and I can just move my pillows. Yes, I can. I can go ahead and just get comfy cozy on my bed. And I am ready for some reading. Yes, indeed I am. And this is comfortable. And you guys, my hair is not going to get messed up or anything from that. So I can just sit here and relax and read a nice book in the comfort of my own wonderful guest room. I can come in here. If Harry's watching something on TV that I don't want to watch, I can come in here and just enjoy it. And my hair won't have a rat's nest in the back of it. I won't be rubbing the split ends. I won't be breaking any hair or anything with my pillow. So I am really loving 100% pillowcase that's made out of mulberry silk. Man, it's wonderful. It really is. Man, nothing like a good book.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was sleeping standing up. No, we got some 100% silk pillowcases from Silksilky, you guys. And I'm telling you, we've been sleeping on these, for 2 days now,
yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And man, are they nice. This one is Harry's. It's a little flatter than mine. Mine's a nice big fat pillow. These are queen size. But you guys, these are 100% mulberry silk. And did you guys know that as you get older, your skin gets more sensitive, your hair gets more brittle. So the importance of sleeping on a silk pillowcase that's 100% mulberry silk is fantastic. My mother-in-law, bless her heart, had a pale blue one, and that was on the side of her bed, and forever slept on that pillowcase. She pinned her hair up in like tissue paper and put bobby pins in, and she would sleep on that pillow, and she swore by it, and her skin was beautiful. Because you guys, you get 47% less wrinkling on your face from the silk pillowcases. They're hypoallergenic. They're anti-mite, anti-dust mite, anti-mite. They are wonderful for your hair. You wake up with bed head, you guys. I'm amazed that I can curl my hair, wake up the next day, and my hair, I just run a comb through it, and it looks like I curled it. I am amazed at how nicely this silk makes my hair the next day. You guys all know, if you're longtime viewers, as you get older, your hair gets thinner, the ends break easier. My hair is colored. I have dry hair, and I had issues losing the weight that I have. When you've lost over 100 pounds like Harry and I have, you have some hair loss issues. So working to keep your hair in place, working to keep your skin nice and soft. I sleep with my hands curled, so I usually wake up with like creases. I sleep on the side of my pillow like this, and I wake up with big old creases. Well, I have not, for 2 days, I've slept on this. For 2 days, I have not had any lines in my face. None. And Harry, he kind of poo-pooed me. He's like, I don't silk pillowcase. I don't mean when I'm a man. Right? Well, Harry, tell me, I want you to come over here.
I don't get as hot. And that's one thing that's really important to me, because I get hot at night.
Right.
And so they keep you a little cooler. It's probably, especially if you get really hot, you just flip them over and it's like, oh, it's so nice. That's what I liked about the pillows the most.
Well, I also noticed your beard and mustache aren't goofy looking so much in the morning, but it really helps your. I'm serious. Okay, you wake up in the morning and your hair looks good. If you wear creams, you put lotions on before you go to bed, it doesn't absorb that. It doesn't soak the moisture away from your skin, you guys. And this is beautiful. And you know what? I brought them right out of the package, shook them, and put them on my pillows because I just wanted to try them. I couldn't find my iron, you guys, but you can iron these. Yes, you can. I don't know where my iron is. Harry says I have an ironing board. I just don't know where it is, you guys. So I'm sorry that I didn't iron it, but look how nice it looks even straight out of the package. I'm serious. Now, these are the queen size, and we are just loving it. Now, are you guys pillow snobs? Do you guys take your pillow with you to the hotel? I'm taking my pillow with me.
Oh, I'm taking that one,
We're
too.
taking our pillows with us, you guys, because...
I never like hotel pillows.
Well, the problem with hotels, I don't care how fancy they are, the pillows smell like bleach to me. They're all white sheets because they bleach them to death. And then I have to sit there, and if you get a queen size bed, you've got 5 pillows, 6 pillows to choose from. You have to sit there for 15 minutes and figure out what pillow you like, because they got soft pillows, they got thin pillows, they got foam pillows. They have, anti-allergy pillows. It literally takes you 30 minutes to figure out your pillow arrangement. So if you take your pillow with you, yes indeed, you've got it all set up. You've got your beautiful silky silk pillow. So I just wanted to share these with you guys. Yeah,
just don't forget it.
Oh, well, no.
Or just take the pillowcase.
No, because then you have to try the pillow out. I don't want to try the pillow. I want my pillow. Yeah, the problem is, if I go to bed before Harry, Sally starts sleeping with me. She crawls up on this pillow because she thinks it's wonderful. She loves this pillow. Yeah, she does. She's so cute. In the morning when Harry gets up or I get up, she's laying on the bed and she like sneaks up on the pillow because that's where she likes to be. Hey, she's no silly. She knows. Anyway, you guys, we are going to have a discount code for you because these Silky Silk Pillowcases, they've got complete bed sets. They've got complete, beautiful 100% silk pajama sets. They've got nightgown sets. They've got bathrobes. They've got so many things available, you guys. And these are less expensive than some of the other name brands, and they're for the same exact thing. 100% mulberry silk. You can't get any better than that. So you guys, go down on the description below. Check them out today. These would make great Christmas gifts, Hanukkah gifts. Check out the pajamas as well because they've got a lot of great things made with 100% silk. Our bone broth is ready. Yes, indeed. Oops. Ooh, yeah. So you guys, because of my hands, I'm going to switch places with Harry. Yeah, you're going to need your mitts or your thing. And he's going to carry the bone broth over to the sink because we're going to strain it and jar it in just a second. Yes. So what we have here is we have a large bowl with a colander and then a strainer, and Harry tips it into the strainer. We fill this up. We kind of have a routine here. So go ahead, Harry.
You got it?
Yep. I got it.
Oops. Here we go.
Yep. Tip the bowl. Yep. It's hot, so take your time.
Yeah. Try to keep the stuff from pouring out.
That's about right. Kind of have like a little routine. We set that up there, and then Harry, if you will take this, I'll do my part. So we've got our jars, and basically I just fill them up. This is so good just right out of the pot because we flavored it, we salted it. It is absolutely yum-dilly-umptious all by itself. It is just fantastic. Harry, can you put that over here for me?
How are you on it?
Right up here. And then tighten it one turn. There. Next. These are Chosen Food glass mayonnaise jars that we clean and disinfect and we use. And if you take your jars and you do it hot like we are and you put the lid on, it seals pretty well, doesn't it, Harry? Yeah, now you can use canning jars as well. That works really well, but we seem to do really good with this. Now, if you are going to freeze it, you want to leave about 1 inch, and you want to probably get something that is freezer safe. If you have a place to put glass jars in your freezer, that's fine, but you want to give it a little bit more space so that when it rides up, when it swells, when it freezes. You don't break the glass. So always leave 1 inch. from the top of the jar if you're gonna freeze it. And it freezes really well, you guys. You can even use bone broth in ice cube trays and just pull out a couple of ice cubes, put it in a cup, and heat it, you know, or throw it in a pot or a pan where you need a bouillon cube. Have frozen bone broth cubes. That works too. Okay, Harry, we're gonna have to trade places. Okay, go ahead. You don't need to look, I'm looking. She must have gone out.
Yeah, she come run her back in.
There you go, that's good. So, what I want to share with you guys is like these bones are so, it's just, look, it's just falling apart. Because
Oh, you leached it out.
we just leached out all the, look,
Yeah.
all the bone marrow and stuff. All the cartilage is totally been melted off that bone. It's hot.
Yeah, I know.
But they just break apart because we've leached it all out.
Wait. Because you what?
We leached them all out. And using the, see, look at that.
The mineral.
The mineral, the distilled water just leaches it and breaks it down, you guys. So look at that.
That's something.
It's just awesome. So distilled water really works well. It really, really does. Let me get this out. Stuff's really hot. Careful, don't burn yourself. Now, what you guys saw was how thin the broth was. When you refrigerate this overnight and you come back, it's gonna be gelatinous. It's gonna be, the fat's gonna rise to the top. And when you take that fat and start scooping it out, it's gonna be like Jell-O. It's gonna be so rich and delicious with all the collagen and gelatin that was naturally in the chicken that we had, the bones. And then as you heat it and use it, it'll turn to liquid, but that tells you what delicious bone broth you have. That's the collagen, that's the gelatin, that's the hair, skin, nails part that you're looking for, okay? So anyway, you guys, this is our bone broth. So don't forget, don't throw away the turkey carcass. Leave the juice, the drippings, some of the skin, and make yourself some bone broth after Thanksgiving and Christmas, or for any other time, you guys. We keep our rotisserie chickens that we get, we put them in the bag, and when we have a full bag, we make bone broth. Yes, indeed. Anyway, everybody, please remember to like, subscribe, ring the little bell, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you right here tomorrow. You said, well, Mom, I didn't get nothing, huh? Would you like some hamburger? Would you? Let's see. You gotta talk to your papa.
Oh, you can have some.
Okay, sit down. Let's see. Okay. Sit down. Can you say goodnight? Here, sit down. Say goodnight. Good night.